All right, well, if you were looking for snow, today delivered, and it's going to keep delivering.
Yeah,
right?
it was like an appropriate amount of snow. Nothing crazy, but not so lame that we're like, what's the point of this?
How long did it take you to shovel out, guys?
I have a short driveway, 15 minutes with Luca.
Wow.
I have a great partner, 0 minutes.
So you didn't do it.
45.
I told you.
I don't have a huge driveway by any means, probably 30 feet, right?
I was trying to sell them on a battery-powered. I see people. I don't have one. I just shovel it, but I see people use it for smaller driveways with great success. Plus, it's silent, which is a big hit with the neighbors. You know, you just kind of out there.
Sign me up.
It makes a noise, but it's just not as bad as the big snowblower. And it was relatively high moisture content snow. It wasn't cement, but it did have a lot of moisture content to it. And now you can see the last bands of this storm moving out in through down East Maine and also over western Maine. This one right here has been persistent, and it's put down some additional accumulation from Bethel into Rumford and all the way down into Lewiston. And as it makes its way to the coast, be interested to see if it can put down another ½ inch or so along the coastline as well. That's the last of this storm, though. Temperatures in the upper 20s, some low 30s. It's going to be pretty cold tonight, especially away from the coastline, where we'll drop down into the single digits. Teens for most of us, and then again maybe down to 4 or 5 degrees in the mountains by early tomorrow morning. So if you think about skiing, which I know a lot of people are, you do you. It's going to be cold though in the morning, so just be aware of that if you want to get that first chair situation. Pretty frigid. But then it starts to get into the mid and upper 20s through the day, which is not bad at all. 30s for most of us, a lot of sunshine tomorrow, low 30s, about freezing should do it. And then very cold tomorrow night because of the additional snowpack. Now we're going to be in the single digits and some kind of low teens along the coastline. Sunday starts off nice and bright, but then clouds come in from the southwest. During the daytime hours, no problems. On Sunday, here's our next storm system, which I'm going to switch models on because I don't really think that this has a great handle on what's likely to happen. So let's switch over to the European model. And here we are on Sunday with the storm moving in. So again, it's Sunday evening. It'll come in after sunset. And it'll probably start to snow almost everywhere. But then we might start changing over to rain along the coastline. And that's the trick with this storm is this is a really tight gradient between heavy snow and just rain. And so we're going to be playing with where exactly that lines up throughout the weekend, I would imagine, unless we get it right the first time from this distance, which is not typically what happens. And it continues snowing through Monday into Monday afternoon. So again, this is our first shot at it, but watch this line, see where it wiggles. And I just want to be clear on this. If you're along the coast and you don't like snow, don't say, great, we're not really going to get any snow, because it's not going to take a whole lot of shift this way for us to all of a sudden get into the real snow. So this is how we're looking at it right now, with the heaviest amounts getting into the foothills and mountains. But there's just a little wiggle room there, so stay with us over the weekend. Not my problem. Let the weekend crew deal with it. See how it turns out. And then after that storm goes through most of the day Monday, we got a nice day on Tuesday. Next storm Wednesday night, Thursday. That also looks like another mixture of rain and snow. So we definitely have the storms we promised, and the exact track will really change kind of the legacy of this week. Say these all shift a little southeast and the coast gets every one of them. All of a sudden, by the end of the week, we're gonna be looking at 2 feet of snow or something.
Yeah.
So, but if they don't and it's rain here, then the mountains will just say, yay, and like so that little wobble has everything to do with how we perceive this next week.
Taking it a day at a time, quite literally.
Yeah, no pressure, but
yeah.
see what happens.
All right, thanks, Keith.